What's up guys, Max here, back with some information on the Street Fighter V front, and just as quickly as we were talking about it the other day, something pretty big has come up in regards to the latest character that was confirmed as being the first DLC, which is Alex. Now, we didn't know exactly what Alex was going to look like, as he was simply a background character in the New York stage. But there was a small teaser that came at the end of a trailer that dropped a couple of days ago, a new cinematic launch trailer for Street Fighter V, showing the most teasery of teasers you could possibly tease. Yep, that's a pair of boots alright, and it belongs to Alex. Of course, we all know this. It's a staple of Alex's costume, and the thing is, you can't even talk about it. They're freaking boots. We want to see what Alex looks like. We want to break down his design. Is he going to have that jacket? Is there going to be any other dramatic changes to his design? And that's something we can talk about, because just earlier this evening, there was a new piece of artwork that was released at a Street Fighter V press event that showed exactly what Alex is going to look like, but not in-game. This is done by the same artist who is doing a lot of the concept artwork for Street Fighter V, and here he is. Don't know exactly what to feel on this one. I don't specifically think it's bad. I think it's kind of clever that they were able to do something with those shoulder stripes, like that paint he had on his body that was going across his shoulders, and replace them with suspenders. That's not a bad call, but overall, I don't feel like I specifically despise this design, nor do I love it. He does kind of look like he's wearing a Scottish kilt with that wrap that is around his waist, and that's the same jacket that he was wearing in the background of the previous times we were seeing him in the game, which makes sense. He takes the thing off and puts it around his waist because he's gonna fight people, etc., etc. But at the same time, I'm kind of getting mixed messages in my head. I feel like he's from Scotland or something like that. Either way, I don't think the design is specifically terrible. They did preserve a lot of what Alex is, which is a good thing. I'm very curious what direction they're going to take his alternate costume, classic costume, whatever the heck it ends up actually being, and using the jacket or using a very much Street Fighter 3 era version of Alex, which would make a lot of sense. I think a lot of people want to have that one specifically preserved. There was some other pretty interesting information that popped up in regards to how you're going to be earning those costumes in the game. There's a whole bunch of alternate costumes that are going to be available in Street Fighter V, and apparently you can earn them by completing the story mode missions. This wasn't a definite or concrete confirmation of what you would do to actually earn those alternate costumes, but we've seen quite a few of those which were in the PC version, and we made a video talking about it not too long ago. Some of them do look really good, and I'm definitely going to have to hunt down a few of those, but I'm kind of concerned what exactly is going to be included within that season pass, if those are a part of the main game. What is the point of the season pass other than just to get you a new character as soon as they come out? You know, I'm kind of very curious to see what they do in that regard, but other than that, that's about it on this forefront. We got to see Alex and what he's going to look like in Street Fighter V, but more importantly, what I really want to know, how is he going to look like in the game? Some characters have really specific looking artwork, like Ken, for example, and he looks absolutely awesome in his artwork. But if you look at him in the game, he looks pretty weird, man. I think one of the bigger reasons I'm not too attached to Ken right now is just because of how odd he looks in Street Fighter V. So, with that being said, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how Alex is actually translated into 3D in this game, and then we can start passing some judgment and start figuring out how cool he looks and everything else that comes with Alex being a brand new character in Street Fighter V, which I'm excited about. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. Thank you for hanging out. My name is Max, and if you want to check out some Street Fighter V matches, I'm playing the review copy, which is the retail version of Street Fighter V, on stream this evening, and that is specifically because of the cool folks at Capcom letting me and giving me the chance to play the game, at least in the versus mode. We can't play everything in the game. There is an embargo until next week, and we'll start talking about everything else. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. Thank you for hanging out. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.